welcome. Welcome to the Mary Manners Show. My name is Mary Manners, and I'm so glad that you're here. Please say hello to me. And if you're new, please tell me that you're new, that this is the first time you've watched our show. Hi, everyone. It's so good to be with you. I wore some special earrings for you today. Here, let me let you see them. Do you think they're a little much? I was just feeling kind of fancy today for some reason, and so I thought I'd get all dressed up for you. Oh, goodness. If anyone ever tries to tell you that less is more, please tell them to talk with Mary Manners. I believe that more is more all the time. Oh, goodness. I need to check and make sure everything's working. You know, I need to do that. Oh, it's so good to be with you, you all. I'm so happy to teach you the fun things we're going to learn today. We have a lot to learn. I see myself. So we're just going to assume that all is well. Oh, goodness. You all, look what I have sitting here. I wanted to bring, instead of making my smoothie for breakfast this morning, I made it for lunch because I just wanted you to see this beautiful purple color that I wasn't sure you could see yesterday. Oh, yummy. Let me try it. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, you all, it's so good. Did you make a smoothie yesterday? Did you take your fitness test? Oh, I want you to tell me about it. Did you sweat? Did your smoothie give you energy today? Maybe you couldn't make one yet because you haven't had all the ingredients. But I want to know about your fitness test. Hey, Angie and Sophie. Hey, Eva and Nora and Ellie. Welcome. Hey, Elias and Julian, Oceana and Heartland. I'm excited to see you too. Hey, Aza in St. Cloud, Florida. I'm glad you're here again. Hey, Josie. Hey, Josie Ortega. Hey, Anna. Oh, the girls are disappointed that you wouldn't be going live every day next week, the Gammon family. Oh, I know, but don't you worry. You just never know. We're going to try out once a week and see how it goes. We're going to have some fun things on our YouTube channel. And, I didn't want people to get sick and tired of seeing Mary Manners every day. You can only take so much Mary Manners in a week. But, I'm glad that you've enjoyed our show. Hey, hey, Yasna in Maryland. Hello. Hey, tell me if I'm not saying your name right because I definitely want to pronounce your name right. Y'all, hi. Did anyone take a fitness test yesterday? Can you give me a yes if you did? Just a yes with an exclamation point so I know that you exercised and are getting stronger and building your muscles, which is important. So here in Knoxville, Tennessee today, it's cloudy and it's rainy and everyone's moping around because the sun's not out. But guess what? The sun can be out anytime you want it to be. In fact, close your eyes. Close them. Close them. No cheating. My goodness, you little cheaters. Looky there. You can open your eyes. See? Anytime you want the sun to be out, you just put your own little sun out. I put my sun in my window and I'm like, that little weatherman doesn't know what he's talking about. I see the sun in my window, and that's my happy sun that makes me happy. Okay, y'all, we got to I pulled weeds. Zoe, you pulled some weeds. I like that. You were outside. Ava took a fitness test. Yes, I love it. Ava, make sure you do those same exercises today. Okay, we are doing it as you speak. Wait, Memmel family, you're doing the fitness test as I'm talking? That might be a little hard. Okay, let's see. Azano. Azano? Is that right, Moyer family? You better give me some more directions. Mary Manners is slow. Okay, every day our mom makes us a crazy smoothie. Good, farmer kids. That means your mama loves you. She's trying to put in all those nutrients. Okay, you all, we got to get busy. We got work to do. I want to teach you our etiquette lesson today. It's lovely. It's all about writing letters and notes. Oh, I hear you're griping already. How many of you received a birthday present and your mom made you sit down and write thank you notes to 10 of your friends and you thought you were going to die? It was just misery. Well, you know why it was misery? Because you were not prepared. Etiquette, ladies and gentlemen who have good etiquette, are prepared so that writing notes and letters are fun. And we're going to teach you how to do that today. Oh, I love it. Ortega, I'm so glad that Josie has been dancing and exercising. Yay! Okay, you all. So, there's a couple of different kinds of notes and letters. Now, let me explain why this is so important. You know, let's say that you invited me to your birthday party, which would be so fun, and I went shopping for a present for you. Now, let's think about all the steps I would have to go through to decide what to buy you. First of all, I'd have to think about what do you like? What does she or he play with, or what are they interested in? Then I would have to think about what store to go to find something that you like. Then I would have to drive there. Then I would have to go shopping when I got to the store to find what was the perfect gift for you. Then I would have to take it up to the register and I would have to pay for it. And that money that I used to pay for it, well, I had to work to get that money to spend on your present. So that took time. Then I got to drive home. Then I have to make you a birthday card. Then I have to wrap your present. Whew. Then I have to come to your party, which is the fun part. But I just spent a lot of time and sacrificed my time and my money to buy you a present. And you're going to gripe about spending 2 minutes writing a thank you note to me? What? Do you see what I mean? So, one of the reasons that we try to take the time to write notes to people is because it shows people how much we really care about them. So I want to talk to you about 4 different kinds of notes or letters or cards you can write to someone. And then we're going to talk about making some homemade stationery, and you're going to love it. So first, of course, we can write a thank you note. Now, you all, just like I said, when someone gives you a gift, sometimes we forget all the time that goes into buying that gift for you. It's not like they just pulled a gift out of their hat and said, here you go. But like I said, they went through a lot of steps to bring you a gift. And so it really shouldn't be very hard for us to spend a couple of minutes writing a thank you card. But you can write a thank you card when someone spends time with you. Like, what if your grandmother taught you how to garden yesterday? Wouldn't it be lovely to write a little note saying, Dear Grandma, thank you so much for teaching me how to garden. It was so fun. What if someone just spent some time with you? Or what if someone shared their talent with you? You can write a thank you note for so many things. Have you ever wrote a thank you note to your mom or dad? Just for all the things they do every day to keep your home running? It's always polite to think of reasons to say thank you. Now, another kind of note that we can write is called a condolence note. Basically, that's a big word, condolence. And that means to express our sorrow and care for someone who is sad or suffering. For instance, maybe you have a friend whose dog passed away or their pet passed away. That's really sad. I remember a couple of years ago, we had a dog that we just loved. His name was Buck. And Buck had an accident and it just broke our hearts. And we were all so sad. And there was this one little friend of my son's. Him and his mom came over later that night and they brought us a balloon that said, "I'm sorry." And they made us a card and signed their names. And they told us how sorry they were that we lost Buck. You all, I was so touched by their kindness. I'll never forget them because of how kind they were to take the effort to come tell us that they were sorry. So, a condolence letter is how we express our sorrow. Oh, hey, Melody. Welcome, Melody Stewart. And I'm so glad that the Memo family had a smoothie yesterday or today. Now, two other types of letters that we can write. We can do a congratulatory note or letter, meaning if you hear that somebody has just had some really good news, like maybe they won a race, or maybe they finally passed a test that they had been studying for so long. You could write a congratulatory letter that says, "Dear Mary Manners, congratulations on your Mary Manners show." And you can just celebrate with people who have good news. It feels good when other people are happy for the good things that happen in our life. That's a really kind reason to send someone a note. Now, the fourth reason you can send someone a note or a letter is an apology letter. You know how sometimes you all, when we make a mistake, it's kind of embarrassing. Sometimes you feel so bad and it's really hard to talk about it, because you are really sorry, but sometimes it feels like you can't find the right words and you're really scared to say the words face to face. Well, one way that we can sometimes say we're sorry is in a letter or a note. Maybe we yelled at our brother and we know we shouldn't have yelled at our brother. And we could write a note that says, "Dear brother, I'm really sorry that I yelled at you yesterday. I was wrong. I shouldn't have yelled. And I don't want to yell at you anymore. And I'm going to try really hard not to do that." What would that brother feel when he got that note from you? It takes bravery and courage to write those kinds of letters. There's lots of reasons we can write notes and letters. Kids, today, your homework assignment is to write a note or letter to someone in your life. Grab your homework. Grab your little homework folder. We got to write down your assignment. Now listen, I don't care what kind of note you write, whether it's an apology, a thank you, a get well. Oh, there's another one. You can write a get well letter to someone. If you heard someone's feeling kind of sick, you can say, "Dear Grandpa, I heard you were a little sick, and that makes me sad. I want you to get well soon." Oh, and that makes Grandpa feel so good. So homework assignment number 1 is you're going to write a note or letter. Basically, a note is kind of a shorter version of a letter. So we're going to say write, WRITE, note, to anyone for anything. Write a note to someone that you know. Okay? Now, hold on. because you're not going to write this note just on any kind of paper. Oh, I better move this. If I spill this on my floor, I am not going to be happy. So we're going to put that right there, and I'm going to drink it as soon as I say bye to you today. So let's take the gloves off. Mary Manners has got to work. You know I'm busy. Okay, so by the way, after this Facebook show ends today, I'm just going to post a picture of the 4 kinds of notes that I just told you about. So you can just look at them. I don't want you to copy them, but it just will give you an idea of how to write different kinds of notes. So do you see this little box back here? This is my stationery box. Now, you know I love this little tape. This is called wasabi tape. You all, I buy it for everything and I stick it on everything I see. The reason I like decorative tape is because you can just decorate everything by putting a little tape. But so this is a little box where I keep my homemade stationery. So kids, you may want to look around your house for a shoe box or maybe a shirt box that would fit some homemade stationery in it. This is how making writing notes and letters easy because you're going to get prepared. Now, you know what's fun that I did on the back of my box? I love having a pen pal, and I love writing letters to just a couple of people. I don't write letters to a lot of people, but I love writing letters to a few people, like my granddaughter. And I used to love to write letters to my cousin and my grandmother. So on the back of my little box, I have some names and addresses already ready. So I don't have to go looking for their addresses when I want to go write a letter. I just turn my box over and boom, there's the address. Because one of the hard things about writing notes to people is having to go look for their address. And so it's so easy when you're already prepared. Now, what do you need in your little stationery box? Well, you got to have some stamps. So at some point, you all can go to the post office or even most grocery stores sell stamps, some of them do, and buy you a little book of stamps. And that's a really good thing to already have in your box so that you're prepared. Now, you know Mary Manners. If I made something, it's going to be simple. And so I just want to give you some ideas of the different ways you can make stationery. So let's see what I have in here first. Oh, I always keep some extra envelopes, just white envelopes or any kind. A lot of times I have different sizes of envelopes in my stationery box for the different size cards I'm going to make. Now, one way that you can make a little card is you can make a little postcard. The thing about postcards is you don't have to put it in an envelope. So it's so easy. And so I just took a little card and I put the address. This is where you're going to write who you're sending it to. This is where you're going to put your address. And then you'll put the little stamp right there. And on the back, you can just write a little note. What did I do to the edges? You know it. I put some of my wasabi tape on it. That is so easy. And just so you know, it's cheaper to mail a postcard than a letter. So that's kind of good. Now, a lot of times I'll just make little cards. Like this is a little sun card. And I just colored it with some markers. And because I don't know how I'm going to use it, I don't know if I'm going to write thank you or I'm sorry or congratulations. So I usually don't write the words on it until I'm ready to send it. But you can just put a little decoration. This is one that I made I just splattered some paint on it. You can't mess up when you're just splattering paint. Unless you splatter your wall, which your mother will not like. But you can just use paint brushes and just kind of splatter paint, and that makes pretty stationery. Sometimes I just like to make a little edge on things. So this is a little piece of paper that I just made with a marker, a little edge around it. Y'all, it's so easy. Now, this one, I don't know if you're going to get to see because it's so light. Y'all, this was so fun. So I found this little just plastic flower. Let's see if I can get it out of the light. This little plastic flower, and I put paint on all the petals. So I love painting objects and using those objects as a stamp. You don't have to buy stamps. You can just make your own stamps. And so, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Let me see if I can get it out of the light. Oh, you can't really see it, but I took this little flower and I stamped it onto my page. And actually, I love the little flower that it made on my paper. So you can use any kind of thing. Like, for instance, if you wanted just a pattern, this is a seashell. You could paint the seashell and then just rub the seashell on your paper just for some fun little pattern. Now, you know I like ribbon. So this little paper that I did, let me pull it out of here, just has a little ribbon around the edges. And I did the ribbon on the envelope as well. You know how when you buy stationery, sometimes the design on the paper matches the design on the envelope? So that's really easy to do. Now this little paper, look here. Do you see what I did there? So what that is, do you all ever have stencils? I had this little stencil that looks like this, and I just kind of laid it on top of my paper and took my paintbrush and just kind of stenciled around it, and I have an edge along my paper. Are you getting my drift? Are you seeing how easy this is? Oh, you're going to like this one. So in my closet, you know, that craft closet I told y'all about, I found some burlap. Burlap is so cool. You can do so many things with burlap. Anything that has holes in it could become a stamp. But I cut it, just made a little design. I cut out a heart and I put a little burlap along the bottom. And I have some burlap stationery. And then my envelope, to seal the envelope, I can seal it with a little piece of burlap. Y'all, isn't that so fun? Anything. You can make anything you want. And it's so cheap. Okay, I'm going to show you two more. This was one that I did that's kind of fun. Oh, let me get it unstuck. So I made a little card, and it's just a back and front, and it says, "My heart loves you." And then I did another little heart on the envelope. Do you know you would spend a lot of money in stores buying stationery? Okay, last one. So then this one I made real fancy because it was for my grandma. So let me show you what I made it out of. Do you see this little bag? This is like one of those lunch bags that you might take your lunch in. You can mail anything you want. Now, if you just mail a flat letter and card, that's the cheapest. But the post office will let you mail anything as long as you're willing to pay for it. But it really doesn't cost a lot to mail little things. So I took that bag and I cut the top off. And now I have a little envelope. And I had some little doilies, these little doilies, pumpkin doilies. And I just taped it to the little bag. And then on the inside, where's my, oh, it's right here. On the inside is my little note that matches. And you can mail that. You can stick some confetti in there. So when your grandma opens it, little confetti comes out. You could even stick some little plastic spiders in there on Halloween. Wait, did I just say that out loud? Okay, probably shouldn't put little plastic spiders in there. But you can do all kinds of fun things. You can use paint. You can use stamps. You can use whatever you want. So, homework number 2 is that letter or note you're going to write to someone. You have to write it on homemade stationery. So you're going to make some stationery today, at least one piece. Ready? Number 2. Number 2, make. Oh, this is a hard word. You know Mary Manners is going to need help spelling this. Stationery. Woo! STATIONERY. ERY. If I spelled it wrong, your mom will fix it. So, make stationery. That's what you're going to do today, you all. You're going to write a letter or a note to someone, and you're going to write it on your homemade stationery. Is that so exciting? Boys, this means you too. Yep. I want you to make your homemade stationery. You can make it as cool as you want. You can put army trucks around the edges. You can put whatever you want around the edges. But I want you to have some fun and get creative. Now remember, you all, Mary Manners, I don't like things perfect. I don't like straight lines. In fact, I don't believe in straight lines. I don't think straight lines should exist on this earth. Well, for the most part. I like things to be creative and unique, authentic. Do you know what the word authentic means? It means it's yours. It's new. No one has seen it before. It's unique. You cannot mess up creativity. So have fun with it. You all have fun with it. Okay, we've got to stop. I've talked way too long. I want to tell you about something special. Tomorrow, I want to ask you to invite one of your friends who has not watched the Mary Manners Show before to come tomorrow, because we have a very special lesson. It's a lesson so special. I'm just so excited to have it. It's called Morning Power, and it's going to change your life. And I can't wait to share it with you. Now, remember, starting next week, the Mary Manners Show is going to be live on Mondays, but you're going to continue to get to see all of our episodes on our YouTube channel, The Mary Manners Show. You all, I want you to have the best day. Hey, McKenna and Parker in Iowa. Hey, Hennessy, good to see you. Thank you, Farmer Family, for saying I'm creative. I keep it pretty basic. Oh, Amanda Wade said stationery is ARY. Man, I almost got it right. I need to start looking at this before I start writing in public. Oh, thank goodness you all have mothers. Thank you. Hey, Zaya. Hey there. You all, I want you to have the best day, the very best day. I want you to say bye to me. I want you to do your fitness today and have your smoothies and make your stationery. Hey, James Kaiser. Hello. Y'all, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you were here. God loves you so much. I love you. I think you're just the most special children in the whole wide world. And I just am so grateful to be friends with you. Hey, Lucas, so glad that you're here. Bye, you all. Say bye and have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. And you got to bring a friend tomorrow. This is important. I want there to be so many kids watching that we just bust Facebook wide open. Bye, you all. Bye, Farmer Family. Bye. Oh, you're welcome. That was me, Hennessy. Oh, I got you. Bye. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, that's so great. Yasna, I love that name. Yeah. Goodbye, Eva, Nora, Ellie. Bye. Bye from Elias and Jillian. Bye, Bodley family. Or maybe it's the Bodley family. I hope it's Bodley. Bye, Moyer family. Bye. Bye, French family. Bye, Jessa and Jen. Bye, Angie and Sophie. Bye, you all. Bye, Christy and Henry. Bye, Whiteman family. Bye, you all. Have a great, great day. Yeah, I know. Stationaries with an E, an E. I'm sorry about that, you all. Man, I missed it again. That's kind of embarrassing. But what do you do? My talent is manners. It's not spelling, y'all. Bye, Zaya. Bye, you all. Have a great day, everyone. See you tomorrow.